How would you support the Mattoon School District giving emphasis to basic skills?
One would be to ensure, to the best of our ability, that the teachers don't over-politicize the education and the classroom. It's great to be relevant and culturally relevant and to give real-life answers and questions and problems for kids to wrestle with for good thinking skills, but we don't have to bring in the morality of the progressiveness into it and over-politicize it. So they can leave that part out, and that will allow it to focus on the math, the English, because when you have a math question, you have story problems, and those story problems should be a basic story problem, not with a political leaning or with some type of bias written into it, like some of the questions have. And so it would be great to just let math be math, rather than letting it be something that is driven by a political agenda.
Well, because not only that, but when you're reading a math problem and you bring that type of agenda into it, now you're not focused on the problem, you're focused on the agenda, and then that becomes a talking point, and then now the whole lesson or the whole problem you're trying to solve is now a different problem, and it absolutely takes the focus away from math or science or English or whatever it is.
And people might say that it's just a math story problem. What difference does it make? Well, it's kind of like water on a rock. That repetition over time erodes, and we don't want that happening to the moral fabric of our society.
Absolutely.
Fully agree with that. I think that, well, number one, children are more susceptible to any kind of agenda, ideology that's pumped into them. And I don't feel like schools are the places where our children should be learning their moral values. I think that those should come from family. And I don't think that the school system should be pumping those ideas into our youth.
It just muddies the teacher's responsibility. Let them do what they're good at. Teach the subject that they're good at. Absolutely.